Hi, my name is Cyprian McFarlane, and I'm a recruiting specialist with College Prospects of America. Today is Wednesday, August 27th, and this is my 6th edition of Tips from the Sipster, my weekly video blog with regards to athletic recruiting, mainly from an Ontario perspective. This week, I'd like to talk about back to school and give you some important reminders with regards to the upcoming academic year. Now, if you're in grade 9 or grade 10, you're still in the non-contact period and really don't have much contact with U.S. college coaches. What I can tell you if you're going into grade 9 or grade 10 is to make sure that you get good grades and shoot for 80% or above in all of your academic courses. Now, it's the 16 or the core courses that we're referring to here with this English, math, science, and social science. Try to shoot for 80% or above in those courses. Now, if you're going into grade 11, September 1st of grade 11 for most major sports is the date that these U.S. college coaches can finally start responding to your emails. So, usually what happens after September 1st is they will email their top recruits that they've seen in grade 9 or grade 10, giving them that information that you're one of our top recruits and information about how you can go about continuing the recruiting process. September 1st was always a very important date, I thought, because this is how you know how successful you're showcasing or how successful your exposure has been in grade 9 or grade 10 based on the amount of emails that you're going to be getting in grade 11. Now you have to remember that they are emailing maybe 50, maybe more athletes on this particular date. So don't think that you're in the limited few. If you're really interested in that school, or even if you're not really interested in that school, make sure that you respond to emails from college coaches and continue to keep in contact with them. Now, for certain sports, you have to remember that they have just entered their competitive season. So sometimes they won't be too speedy with responding to your emails. I think that if you're going to send emails, maybe try to send them on a Sunday evening, because a lot of schools they'll give their athletes a Monday off and they'll have recruiting meetings on Monday morning, so they'll be looking at your emails on Monday morning. If you're going into grade 12, remember that after your first day of classes when you're eligible for an official visit. An official visit, a visit where you visit the school and they pay for the cost of the visit. Remember, to be eligible for an official visit, you need to have submitted your transcript, written the SAT or ACT, and provided with your score and registered with the NCAA Eligibility Center. Now, for those that haven't written the SAT yet, I always recommend that you write the PSAT or the practice SAT first. Now, the dates for the practice SAT are Wednesday, October 15th and Saturday, October 18th. It's not as structured as a regular SAT. It's held at designated high schools. So check with your guidance counselor or look on the College Board website to see the locations of when these tests are going to be written. That's for the PSAT. For the SAT, the two dates in the remainder of the calendar year are October the 11th and November the 8th. For the October 11th test, the registration deadline is September the 12th. For the November 8th test, the registration deadline is October the 9th. There are some students who prefer to write the ACT. Now for the ACT, the feasible dates left for this year are October the 25th and December the 13th. If you're wanting to write on October 25th, the registration deadline is September the 19th. If you're wanting to write on December 13th, the registration deadline is November the 7th. So make sure that you take those tests down and make sure that you write those standardized tests. It's very important. Also, if you're going into grade 11, make sure that you register for the NCAA Eligibility Center. Now, for any athlete that's aspiring to play NCAA, I think it's very important for you to go and make an appointment with your guidance counselor to go over things to make sure that you're on the right track. One, in terms of graduating from high school in Ontario. Two, to make sure that you're on the right track in terms of NCAA eligibility, to make sure that the courses you're taking are the correct courses that are going to make you eligible to play in the NCAA in the future. Last couple things is video. Make sure that you get some video of your play during the last competitive season, or if you're entering the competitive season, also make sure that you get some quality video taken as well. Also, statistics. Make sure that you summarize your statistics from the past season or statistics for the upcoming competitive season, so that you'll have that and you'll be able to spruce up your resume. Also, with the video, Nothing wrong with amateur video, but I always suggest professionally taken or high quality video that specifically identifies the athlete, either with the shading around the athlete or the arrow above their head, so that these US college coaches can know exactly the athlete that they're looking at and that potential recruit. All right, that's it for this week. My name is Cyprian McFarlane. I'm a recruiting specialist with College Prospects of America. My website is www.cpoarecruit.com, and my number is 647-668-5191. Thank you for listening, and see you next week.